everyone, I'm Bee. Welcome back to Read and Roam. I'm excited to keep building our informational paragraphs. Last time, we used guiding questions and research to write topic sentences. Now, it's time to add the next layer, supporting details. Let's get writing. What do you remember about supporting details? They're the details that explain, describe, or prove the main idea. And they'll be our focus for today. Let's take another look at the email Ranger Avery sent us. We already used these guiding questions to research for our topic sentences, and we'll use them again today to expand our research to create some details that support our main idea. Our guiding questions are: what is the weather like there? What kinds of plants grow there? And what kinds of animals live there? So during our research last time, we learned about our biomes in general, which was enough to write our topic sentences. But to write details that explain our ideas, we'll need to dig a little deeper in our research. Let's take a look at the first guiding question, and I'll show you what I mean. The first guiding question is about the weather in the biome. From my research last time, I created this topic sentence. The Arctic tundra is a freezing place where only some plants and animals can survive. I wrote that the tundra is freezing. Since supporting details explain or prove the main idea, I need to find facts that give the reader more information about the tundra's weather, without just saying, it's freezing, again. After researching some more, here's some info I found. In the tundra, temperatures often drop far below freezing, and snow covers the ground most of the year. This would make a great supporting detail because it tells the reader more about the temperatures of the tundra and about the amount of snow the tundra gets. It shows why I used the word freezing in my topic sentence. But I can't just copy this word for word into my paragraph. I need to paraphrase it. Why do you think that is? Someone else wrote this information for the website I found it on. If I put it in my informational paragraph saying I wrote it, it would be like stealing that other author's hard work. But if I paraphrase, I'm putting that information into my own words, and I can call it my own. Plus, paraphrasing helps me understand and remember what I read. To paraphrase, I'll keep the important info, but put it in words that make more sense to me. We've practiced paraphrasing before. Pause here to try paraphrasing this fact on your own first. Then we'll look at it together. Here's what I said. The tundra stays very cold and covered in snow almost all year. Now, my readers know more about the weather of the tundra, and I used my own words. On to the next detail. Ranger Avery's second guiding question is, what kinds of plants grow there? In my topic sentence, I wrote that only some plants and animals can survive in the tundra. My readers would likely be asking, why, when they read the topic sentence? It's time to explain that to them now. When we research, a ton of information will likely come up, and we don't need to use all to write a supporting detail. I'm mostly looking for why many plants can't survive there. Here's what I found when I researched it. The ground of the tundra is frozen all year. Plants like trees and flowers with larger root systems can't survive since their roots can't grow in frozen soil. Because of this, Only smaller plants that live on the surface of the ground or rocks can grow. This is great info, but I need to turn it into one clear sentence. That means I need to summarize. Remember that summarizing means to shorten the text into only the most important information and put it in our own words. What do you think is the most important info to keep if I want to explain why only some plants survive here? Pause here to underline the information you think I need to keep. Since I'm explaining why plants won't grow, I need to include that the ground is frozen. I think it would also help to describe the plants that do live there so my readers have clear information. I'll start with, because the ground is frozen. What do you think should come next? Pause here to record how you would finish the sentence. We have two good options. We could say that only small plants can grow on the surface, or that deep-rooted plants can't survive. Both are technically correct, but I want the focus to be on what is living in the tundra, since that was Ranger Avery's question. So I'll use, because the ground is frozen, only small plants can survive on the surface. Now, it's time for the last detail and question. What kinds of animals live there? When I researched this question again, I found a list of animals like this. Just listing animals wouldn't be very interesting. Instead, let's describe a few to give readers a clear picture. There are a couple of ways we could go about this. We could mention a few that show there's some variety, like big and small animals, birds and mammals, or other groups. That way, people would learn about a wide range of animals. We could also show the reader a list that is very specific to the tundra to show what the environment is like. Animals like fish live in a lot of different environments, but animals like polar bears are unique to the tundra. However you write your details, write them with intention. That means keeping in mind what you want your reader to know. Choosing facts intentionally also means not picking something randomly just because you think it's cool or fun. As the writer of an informational paragraph, your job is to teach your reader. To practice this, take another look at the list of animals I found that live in the tundra. Pause here to write a sentence that you think will help people understand the kinds of animals that live there. You can use a sentence starter like, some of the animals that can live in the tundra are blank. Then record why you chose those animals. How'd you do? I chose to go with these animals since most readers might recognize them, and they are animals that likely only live in the tundra. So my last supporting detail reads, some animals that can live in the tundra are polar bears, Arctic foxes, and snowy owls. The detail you wrote might have sounded different. Remember that no two writers are exactly alike, and that's a good thing. As long as you intentionally choose animals that support the main idea, you're good to go. Now, I have 3 supporting details that help describe, explain, and prove my main idea to readers. Together with my topic sentence, I'm building a strong paragraph. Now it's your turn. In your lesson materials, you'll use research to create your own supporting details for your biome paragraph. Next time, we'll talk about how we can make our supporting details even stronger. Writing isn't perfect the first time, and that's okay. We'll keep growing and improving together. I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, remember, where there are words, there's a world to explore. Bye.